For Global Medical News Network, I'm Heidi Spleet, reporting from the annual European Congress of Rheumatology in Rome, Italy. In a population-based study presented by Camilla Bengtsson, vaccinations did not increase the overall risk of RA, regardless of the subject's antibody status. Why was it important to conduct this study?
It has been suspected for several decades that vaccinations can be a risk factor for RA. And that's why we wanted to study this in the RA study. It's a Swedish population-based case control study performed during 1996 to 2006 with 2,000 cases and 2,250 controls.
What are the clinical implications of your findings?
There are two main groups that are at an increased risk of getting RA, and that is smokers and those carrying shared epitope alleles. And what we found is that neither of these two groups have an increased risk of taking vaccinations. And also one important finding, I think, is that if you have RA yourself, you're also it's a very high probability that you are carrying shared epitope alleles, and also that your children are carrying that, and you could at least be quite safe that your children can be vaccinated without an increased risk of RA.
What are the next steps for research?
For this study, we have only investigated the association between vaccination and the risk of developing RA. But we are now performing a new follow-up study where we follow RA patients. And one of the things that we want to do is to look at vaccination in this follow-up study also, to see whether vaccinations is associated with perhaps an increased progression of the disease.
For Global Medical News Network, I'm Heidi Spleet.